Christmas, guys! I'm your host, Runtime HD, and tomorrow is Christmas, and today is, we are watching off, no, we're not watching, you are watching Off the Shelf. This is Off the Shelf, and this week, what we found off the shelf was...
We have Santa Claus.
Who is that? Where is Mr. Green?
Selitä sille, että meillä on täällä pukki myytävänä.
Santa is going to find out who is naughty or nice.
Sorry, guys. We don't have a case for this one, but we were watching Rare Exports. See, this little guy's all festive. But this film is Finnish. It was released in 2010. It was written and directed by Jalmari Helander. I believe I'm saying that correctly. Sorry if I'm butchering it. And it was released in 2010. And it was a fantasy horror film. And this... I'm just going to get right off the bat. This film was very fun. I found it very enjoyable. And overall, it wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. It wasn't really that horror. I think it was more leaning into the more fantasy aspect of the film. Of the film. It was more... The horror was very light, right? And I do like the helpers in the movie. I think they're pretty good. I do like the ending of the movie. But overall... I do think the film was very, very much so like a kind of a Santa hunting movie, you know, kind of, except with a little bit of a light horror twist. And essentially, this film is about a kid and his dad's like hunting, like his hunting mates, going, well, they're kind of like farmers in a way, but they find this guy who, after these, like, American diggers, they've, like, been digging into the ground to find something, and then they find this guy, this, like, naked guy with a big white beard, and they think he's Santa at first, and they try to sell him back to one of the guys who was, like, the head of the digging crew, and they try to sell it to him, shit goes awry, and then it's revealed that all these, you know, elves have been going, well, not revealed, it's been shown earlier that all the kids have been being taken in, like, sacks. They've been taken, like, all the naughty children in the town have been taken. But the guy that they've been taking around isn't actually Santa, but he's one of the many, many, many helpers of Santa, which Santa is actually this giant, like, demonic horned creature, right? That they're trying to, like, thaw out of the ice. But eventually the good guys, they stop this plan and, you know, they destroy Santa by blowing him up with a shit ton of dynamite, and then the film being called Rare Exports, they kind of train the, like, helpers to become, like, Santas, and they, like, export them around the world, right, to be like Santa, and then that's the movie. I think some of the highlights definitely were I think definitely some of the, like, more lighter horror stuff when we just first discovered the helpers. I think the helpers were pretty spooky. I do kind of wish, I did like the giant ice block that Santa was in. I do really like the giant ice block. I really wish we could have seen him come out, but obviously this film had a very low budget, and they probably couldn't afford it, which is understandable. But I do really think, like, the Santa lore stuff of, like, and then I also like the main character kid being, like, this action movie hero, like, he, like, takes charge, you know, he makes the plan, and he defeats Santa, he outsmarts Santa, you know, well, the helpers, Santa isn't, like, ever thought out, but he, like, outsmarts the helpers, and he's, like, taking charge of the team. Then, I also do like how the main character kid, he has just, like, an entire library full of, like, Santa lore. I think that's really funny. Because there's, like, this book that also is a big highlight. Is, like, it shows, like, that, like, Santa's, like a destroyer or some shit. Like, he murders these kids, the naughty kids. Like, he, like, whips them to death, right? And he's, like, kind of kind of like Krampus, when, like, with the naughty kids, kind of, but, like, even more extreme. Like, he cooks the kids into stew. Well, I think Krampus did that as well, but, like, you know, he does all this shit, and then, like, in the book, he's, like, sitting on a skeleton throne, like, a skull throne, like, a throne out of skulls. It's metal as fuck, dude. But, like, I really, really do like the lore a bit about Santa. That's really enjoyable. I also like the, I just kind of like, it's like, the film, even though it is, like kind of horror-ish, it is still, like, festive in a way. In a way. And I really do like it. I do wish I owned a physical copy of it, but, yeah. I think this is a bit of an underappreciated Christmas horror classic, in my opinion. I really do think more people should watch it. And overall, I just think it's a good Christmas film. I mean, maybe not for, like, young kids, because it's not exactly very appropriate for young kids, but, if, like, you know, if you just want to watch, like, an underappreciated Christmas movie, or, like, an underrated Christmas movie, I definitely recommend it. With a couple mates, a couple friends, you know, just, you know, dim the lights, get some, you know, some, like, peppermint flavored popcorn, I don't know. Just get something festive to eat, and then just sit down and watch this movie. It's only 85 minutes, not that very long. So yeah, I definitely recommend it if you're looking for some underrated Christmas films. Especially Christmas horror, because, I mean, there's a lot of them, but some of them are not very good. Having said all that, I definitely, as I said, definitely recommend it, and I would rate it a 7.5 out of 10. Very, very enjoyable film. Very underrated, in my personal opinion. And, yeah. Think I've said all I need to say. You know, guys, Merry Christmas to you all. You know, ho 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 and all that shit. Have a good Merry Christmas. You know, hope you get all you want this year if you have stuff to get. And you know, it's you know, just leave a like. You know, maybe share, subscribe, notifications on. Give me a present this year by subscribing, commenting down below. Maybe recommend to me some other Christmas classics that I could watch on Christmas. You know, I definitely want some of those. And, yeah. And I'm Runtime HD. Slaying off. Whoosh. Christmas time. It's a wonderful Christmas time. It's like the Paul McCartney song. It's like, Christmas time. What is that one shitty Paul McCartney Christmas song go? It's like, it's a wonderful Christmas time, or something like that. I don't know. Cut that part out.